What's up, y'all? It's the true West Coast Don. Shots at Ice Cube. I'm just playing. Shout out to Ice Cube. That's really a joke. That's really my cousin. But like I want that title sound really dope. West Coast Don. Um, but anyway, this video is about having a license to your name, and you can't take that lightly, man. You can't take that lightly. It's a lot of nurses, of course, that got licenses to their name, but it's even other nurses, meaning like LVN, LPT, RN, nurse practitioners, etc. But if you have a license to your name, especially if you work in healthcare, even doctors and whatnot, you don't want to mess that up, man. You don't want to mess. If you got a license to your name, you got to take that serious, man. It's so much that you could lose, and that license is like your that's, I don't want to say your lifeline, but that license is like your meal ticket. It could take you far places. That license could take you places very, very far. There's a lot of people that go to school blindly and get these degrees and get these certificates and get these masters and even some get these master degrees and or bachelors or whatnot, and accumulate a lot of debt. And I'm not talking down on them or anything, but it's just saying that if you got something like an RN to your name or something like that, or an LVN or LPT, you don't want to take that lightly, that license lightly. You probably went to school for between like 18 months, some even 12 months to like 4 years, depending. And that license to your name, you do not want to take it lightly, man. If you lose it, if you compromise it, you could be messing up a career that provided you a lucrative career with not a lot of debt, that's easy to pay off, with a flexible schedule. You do not want to mess that up. I can't stress that enough. Sometimes it's going to take letting go of certain friends. Sometimes it's going to take letting go of all friends, maybe. Sometimes it's going to take doing things solo a lot. If you are around people that like do things like drink and drive, I personally would never be in the same car as that. Not talking down on people that drink and drive, but it just becomes, a huge liability. I do know a lot. I do know of people that like had things on their record, and they got it taken care of, but those people were really dedicated. Like those people, 7 years went by and those people were really dedicated. Like those people are the most dedicated people I've seen in my life. But like, you don't want to, when you got your license, you don't want to do that with your license in your hand, because it's easy to lose it, man. You don't want to be in a relationship to where people know you got a license and are playing recklessly if you like make them mad or anything. I don't know, you don't want to be caught with like a weapon in your hand. But if you have a license, it's typically your record is like clean enough to where you could have a weapon in your hand legally. You could, with a license, you could do flexible things. Like you could work 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts at a hospital, whether on contract or full-time, or you can even do per diem, which is as much as they need you and that you want to. Like you guys will meet in the middle, determine like what days you want to come in, or part-time. Basically what I'm trying to say is that you got a lot of freedom and flexibility when you have a license to your name, and you do not want to mess that up, man. Like how I move these days, I don't really move around with friends. Like I like doing things solo, because a lot of people don't understand the risk of having a license to your name. And it's even like women that I've dated that I would date a woman that could like that drinks in moderation, or even like smokes in moderation. However, when it becomes more than a 50% part of their life, it becomes a risk of being around them. And it's not me judging them, saying that the way that they're living is wrong. And it's just that certain ways that they may act when they're intoxicated, or when they're like too high or something, if you will, they become a liability to my license. If I'm caught in a car with them, and they may, if I don't know if they got something on them, or if they're like too intoxicated where like they're arguing too hard with the police or whatnot, they become a liability. So I don't want to make this video longer than what it has to be. I don't want to say a lot of nothing. Hopefully y'all get what I'm trying to say, and just hopefully y'all take it serious if you have a license to your name. Take your time on, if you got a license and you got kids, because you got that license, you could do things with kids. But if you don't have a license and you don't have kids, man, you're in a really good position. You know, get that schooling done regardless of what you're doing. If you're in CNA school, get that done. Then go to like LVN. If you're LVN, if you want to stay in LVN, or if you're in school, just keep going hard. Go hard in school. Take your time on having kids if you can. Yeah, but even if you do got kids, that license is going to provide you flexibility. If y'all got any questions that I may be able to answer, like, comment, and subscribe. Emphasis on comment. Yeah, man, I learned a lot, man. I had to learn things the hard way or whatnot. Didn't do nothing crazy, but it's just that you really got to move this different with a license to your name, man. People are going to look at you different, especially if you're a minority. You're going to have a lot more to lose, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me if I should make more videos about this subject, man. Y'all got kids that you want me to talk to? I'm a free mentor, of course. As everybody, keep everything positive, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. Bel Air. Peace out.